Hi dear friends, hi dear members. On today's agenda, we have a hip mobility flow. This class I already taught about an hour ago during my monthly live. Thank you so much to the girls that joined me. And I thought I was recording the session, but the recording was done in slow motion with no sound. I have no idea how that happened, but it did. I guess it's Mercury retrograde or something like that. Anyway, I decided not to give up and record the session again. This is going to be a slightly shorter version, but I'm still gonna cover all the drills we did in the live. So I hope you find this class helpful. For today's session, we will need our roller, we'll need our 2 blocks and our medium resistance loop band. Okay guys, let's get going. We're gonna start in our child's pose with our big toes together, knees right outside the shoulders, bum melting down, elbows can come down, forehead to the floor. And we're gonna start by taking 5 deep breaths in. God knows I need it just to balance out my nervous system. But hey, it's a lesson on surrender. We don't have control in life, and no matter how much frustration I'm feeling inside right now, I'm grateful that these are the type of lessons I have to go through versus something much more serious and much worse. So lots of gratitude for life. It's okay. Movement is a blessing, and I am just going to repeat this class again. No big deal. So with that tantrum being over, let's take an inhale through our nose. Let's take an exhale, melt the ribs, the chest, the sternum, the collarbones, the head down, let your low back round, drive your tailbone slightly lower to the ground. And maybe keep lightly wiggling your bum side to side, pulling a tiny bit at on the top of our adductors, our inner thighs. Keep breathing, inhale through the nose, feeling our ribs coming apart, exhale through the mouth. Feeling our ribs traveling in. Let's go 3 more like that. Inhale. And 2 more. And 1 more deep, slow breath in. Okay, when you guys are ready, let's grab a block. Let's put it underneath our left knee. Arrive into a tabletop type of position. Have your right knee exactly next to your left. Have your wrist underneath the shoulders. Pretend you're carrying a little child on your low back. So there's no dumping, no rounding. Keep that area flat and long. And from here, you're gonna lower your right shin bone to the ground. Lightly tap your mat with your right knee, right ankle. And then bring that right hip bone higher than your left. Lower it down and lift it higher. So for the first 5, we're going to inhale as we lower, exhale as we lift. So if you can add your pelvic floor work into it, inhale, lengthening, exhale, contracting. 3 more like that. Inhale, right hip bone lower than the left. And now right hip bone higher than the left. 2. This is 1. Now we're going to reverse. You're going to exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Give me 4. Two more. Last one. You'll start feeling your left hip a little bit. That's very normal. Move the block out of the way for now. Keep your left knee on one spot. Take your right leg further out. So now you're going wider into your butterfly stretch. Take an exhale, melt your sit bones down. Come out, so come up. Now cross your right leg behind your left. Think of rotating your right hip bone and your pubic bone towards your left inner thigh and slide that right leg out as you feel a nice big stretch of your left outer hip. You can place your right hand behind or reach it forward. Play around in a way where your hands and your arms are supporting your movement. Inhale, rock forward, sit back into your butterfly. And exhale, cross behind, rotate your pelvis, the front of your pelvis to your front leg, and reach away. Let's keep going, 3 more like that. Inhale here, exhale back. 2 more, inhale here, and exhale back. Last one, inhale here, and exhale. Big reach out, 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 out. Take all the space. And release. Good. Let's switch on to the other side. Have your right knee / shin on the block. Wrist underneath the shoulders. Left knee right next to your right knee. And we go inhale, lowering that left knee down. Exhale, lifting it higher. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. 3 more. 2, 1, and the next 5, we are switching our breathing. So now you have your exhale going down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. 3 more, 2 more. Stay tall on that right hip. 1 last one. And up. Good. Move the block out of the way. Keep your right leg now on one spot. We're not going to move it. Take your left leg out. Inhale, sit back. Exhale, cross that left leg behind and slide out, out, out. Feel a nice stretch of your right outer hip. Give me 2. To the back. Switch and slide. And 3. And back. Think of your pelvis going towards your right leg. 2. Last one. Good job. We are going to arrive into our 90-90 on the right side. So we have our right leg at the front, left leg at the back. If there's any discomfort on that back leg, consider moving your back leg forward a bit, okay? Hands on the pelvis, on the hip bones. We go forward from the pelvis, not from the back. So think 2 hip bones coming closer to the floor. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Elbows to the floor, take an inhale. On the exhale, left arm goes all the way over to the right. Inhale, come out. Exhale, right arm over to the left. Let's go for 4 like that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. From here, you're gonna start rotating and lifting that left knee off the floor. As you lift it off, think of your pelvis actively trying to keep pointing to the right of the room. So I'm not doing this. I am closing this left hip bone forward and only going into that rotation from my femur. Go as deep into it as you can. Fight, fight, fight. When you can't go any further just from the leg, take your pelvis with you. Now keep this right outer thigh on the floor. Keep it down, push it down. So we're opening up from the hip, from the pelvis. Go as deep into it as you can. When you can't go any further and you feel your left outer hip, align your feet, arrive into this second position plie, flex your feet, push the hands down, squeeze both glutes, lift your pelvis off the floor. Engage both glutes, hold 4, 3, legs should be shaking, 2, and 1, lower down. We're gonna keep going to the left. So now you're gonna start lowering your left leg down, keeping your pelvis and the right leg reaching in the opposite direction. So I'm trying to lower, 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 going actively. When I can't go any further with this left leg, I start allowing my pelvis to move left. This right leg is fighting to stay behind. Pelvis goes left, right leg is reaching to the right of the room. Go from the pelvis, go from the pelvis, go from the pelvis. When you can't go any further just from the pelvis, allow that right knee to lower down. Hands on the pelvis, take 4 forward folds. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, Last one. 1. Bring your elbows down. Take an inhale. Exhale, left arm to the right. Inhale, come out of it. Exhale, left. 2 more. Good. Let's repeat the whole thing on this side. So now you're starting with your right leg. Lift it off the floor. Just go from your hip. Your right hip bone is reaching this way. So again, we're not rounding and opening up. Think of your pubic bone trying to stay closer to your left wall. When you can't go any further with that right leg, start slowly allowing your pelvis to join in. Left outer thigh stays on the floor. Push it down as this one is opening up. When you can't go any further, flex both feet. Outer edges of your feet push down, hands push down, squeeze both glutes, lift up. Hold, glutes on fire. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower. Now your right leg is gonna start lowering to the ground. Left hip and pelvis are reaching that way, the opposite way. So right leg is lowering, pelvis is trying to stay behind. When you can't go any further, start letting your pelvis rotate to the right of the room. Left hip is fighting to stay behind. Slow, slow. This should feel so hard, so intense, so challenging. When you can't go any further just from the pelvis, allow that left knee to lower down. Bring your elbows to the floor. Push the floor away. Engage through your front body. Give me 16 lifts of that left leg. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, accent up, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold the leg up. Now you're gonna start rotating that hip outward, just the hip. Your left hip bone is actively reaching to the right. Leg is shaking. When you can't go any further just with that leg, start allowing your pelvis to move in the same direction. Right leg is staying down, left foot stays off the floor. Use your hands to your advantage, help yourself. Right leg stays down, 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 push. When you can't go any further, walk your feet wider. Take a wide, as I said in the live, this is like a spider that decided to work on his middle splits. Hands at the back, push, press and hold. 4, glutes on fire. 3, 2, and 1. Carefully lower down. Start driving your left knee. You can bring your feet closer together. Left knee starts going down. Right hip and the pelvis are trying to stay behind. This is so good if middle splits is one of your goals. One of the best ways to warm up. When you can't go any further just with that leg, start driving your pelvis in. When you're ready, lift that right foot off the floor. Keep going with the pelvis. Right hip is trying to stay behind. Keep that right leg trying to rotate, rotate, rotate. When you can't go any further with the pelvis, allow the leg to join. Bring your elbows down, take an inhale. On the exhale, push the floor away, bring the leg off. Give me 16, 15, 14, 13, accent up, squeeze the top, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold, 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 don't give up. Start rotating that hip out, 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 just the leg. When you can't go any further, let the pelvis join in. Go slow, go slow, go slow. Don't rush, don't rush, don't rush. Keep your left leg down. Keep rotating that right hip out. When you can't go any further, walk your feet apart, press the hands down, squeeze your glutes, bring your bum off the floor. We're gonna go left hip in, open it up, right hip in, open it up. If your knees hate this, consider walking your feet closer together. Work from here, see if that helps. And just generally, no matter what range you're at, go careful. Really pay attention to what your hips and your knees feel in the process. Keep going. This is 3 and 3. If your arms get tired, you can bring your bum down, but try not to. 4 more. 1, right, 2, right, 3, good, last rep, left, right, 4, going deep, 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 not just doing it for the check mark, and lower, good. We're gonna start pushing that right leg down. Your left hip and pelvis are trying to stay behind. So it should feel very intense. If you feel like you're able to just land, you're definitely taking the left side with you. Reset, try again. When you can't go any further, get ready, bring that left foot off the floor. Start closing your left hip bone down, keeping that left hip behind. Your left hip is trying to rotate in the opposite direction. Opposite, opposite, opposite. Keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. Release. Good. Cross your left leg in front of your right. Stack your knees. Feet wider away from the pelvis. Harder, closer in, easier. Find your sweet spot. You can also elevate your bum by putting a couple of blocks underneath. Take a forward fold if you can. We're going to place our right hand behind us. Flex our left foot, push it down, and pivot out of it. Bring your left foot on the floor, cross your right ankle behind. You can soften your left knee, check that your pelvis is tilting forward, you're not in a rounded back position, okay? If you find yourself here, bend the leg further and give space to that pelvis to tilt. Gonna give me 4 releves. Left heel comes off the floor. Think of your left arch pushing forward into your toes, and then explore how low to the ground can you bring that left heel. Give me 3. Give me 2, and 1. Now your heel is gonna stay hovering, so there's a tiny bit of distance between the floor and your left heel. Start moving your hands in. Keep your left heel off. Once your hands get close enough to your standing foot, move your right leg behind you. Bring your right shin somewhat parallel to the floor. Keep your left leg bent. Now trying to not lower that left heel to the ground, come up with a straight, flat spine. Fight, 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 fight. Keep your left heel off. Keep it off. Quad will be shaking, 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 shaking. That is okay. Good. Release. Move yourself to the front of the mat. Position your left foot underneath your pelvis. Bring your right foot somewhere off the floor. You can cross it behind your left ankle or just keep it somewhere on the side. I'll leave that up to you. Give me 8 releves. Left heel off, left heel down. Left heel off, left heel down. Quick reminder, guys, keep going. You have your 3 points of contact, the base of your big toe, the base of your pinky toe, and the middle of your heel. Can you feel those 3 points when you land? And can you feel the 2 points when you come up? Let's go for 3, and 2, and 1. Now your heel is gonna stay down. You're gonna bend your leg, drive your knee towards your toes and maybe even past them. Come up. It's not a pelvic tilt, so we're not tilting anywhere, sit bones pointing down. Bend your leg, working that ankle mobility. Come up. 2 more. Bend your leg. Come up. 1 last one. Bend your leg, stay here. Now tilt your pelvis forward. Drive your right leg behind you. Keep going down, down, down that standing leg. When you can't go any further, lower your right knee, lower your left knee. Let's cross our left leg in front of the right. Take your feet apart, sit back into your mermaid tail. Lean your upper body forward. You can bring your elbows down if that happens organically, naturally. Don't force it. Take a couple of breaths from me. Inhale, exhale.